because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen to much of that music growing up. It was a lot of like A Perfect Circle from my mom, but we've got some great direction, and when you can also see how the other actors are doing around you and kind of learn from them as you go as well. At least in my case, because I wasn't really sure how to move forward with it, but I think we're finding our footing.
Yeah, awesome. What about you?
I mean, for me, I've lived this experience. You know, I was born I'm a 80s baby. So, I mean, this is just, it's almost like how we used to, do growing up, just playing role play. These are iconic characters that we've seen. Well, not characters, but people that we've seen. So it's not like I'm playing a caricature. I'm playing a man. And when the way Harold wrote the script, I mean, it's very relatable. I mean, it's a lifestyle that especially if you're in entertainment, you didn't live this life. So it's real down to earth.
Yeah. So you can say it's like relatable is like singing in the mirror to the music. Like, do any of you guys know any of their songs like from before you auditioned for the play?
Yes, I did. I knew quite a few of them because I'm born in the early '80s.
Favorite songs from either Tina Marie, like Rick James, or
Super Freak, of course.
Well, I mean,
number one.
my actual favorite song is Cold Blooded. They catch me around here singing that song. I love the way that song starts. Who do you? I love the way that song is. Yeah, I mean, he the originator of ratchetness, so I love it.
okay.
Oh.
Yes.
How did the director pull that potential out of y'all for these characters?
That's a great question.
He pushes us, I want to say. We were in here last night and I was doing, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about because we had the scene together. And we are basically instructed, and I've already known this in theater from remembering what I learned in high school, and he still had to tell me to do it. But he was like, you're giving me like 60% right now. And then we would keep going through it. And he's like, okay, you're at 65 now. I need you to be at 100. And we would keep going. And he's basically like, do it so over the top that you feel stupid almost. And let me bring it back down from there. And so let me tell y'all, when I was singing this song, trying to sound more akin to her, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier about separating myself as a performer and finding her and how she performed. And when he was telling me to run in place last night, and I'm like, why am I in the studio running in place? And he's like, because you need to get that energy up and you need to match it to what it would have been like performed back then.
Yes, awesome. Speaking of energy, so I know you play Tina Marie and you play Rick James. I heard there was a little smooshy chemistry going on between you two. So tell me, how is that on stage? Do you all have chemistry backstage and you're bringing it out on stage, or is this magical? I mean, how is this chemistry formulated between you two?
I mean, as far as me and her as co-workers?
Both.
Oh, I mean, it's professional as far as that.
Okay.
You don't do that at all.
Right.
We won't.
Y'all got some boundaries.
We won't spoil anything in the show, but I think that there's some good natural chemistry there when running the scenes. So we take that and we build off of what we already have. And thankfully, last night we didn't have to get too much redirection with what we were doing on our own. So fingers crossed that it was good. But I think it's going to be great. For me, it's kind of putting myself, because I've been in a relationship for almost 10 years. So I haven't been on a first date or anything. I haven't had to do all that stuff. So it's trying to remember what it is like to flirt and have that newfound energy with someone and kind of put that forth on the stage in an authentic way.
Yes, awesome. Yes.
I also want to mention about Rick James and Tina Marie's relationship, how high-fueled it was, and the things they were doing, how they became creative partners together with the influences they had going on. So it's like, performing, you don't have those influences. So
Yes.
it's like, how do you build that influence without having what the influence they have?
Yeah, it's just called being an actor. I mean, and we're doing a truncated version of Rick James. Like, we're not doing a full and in depth a biopic about him. It's just a tribute actually, and everybody. I guarantee you, when we get into performance, especially when we do this in real life or in all of our sectors of life, we come prepared and we turn it on instantly. So
Yes.
our
It definitely.
our personalities in real life might not coincide with the character, but it's all about acting.
But it turns on. As
Yeah.
soon as you hit that set,
So-
it is on. It's a lot about getting out of your own head.
So you guys are actually singing and performing the music live yourselves?
Yes.
Oh, for
all
sure.
of the work in the show is original work. We're not doing any actual Rick James music, of course, due to licensing, but a lot it's all funky and it's all jamming.
Mm-hmm.
We have an amazing band led by Amos Smith, and a lot of great musicians, a lot of great singers, a lot of great actors and artists, and
Yes.
we're just working hard on this project, and we work hard every day on it.
And I will
And I
say,
guarantee you, energy is the least of our problems.
in regards to that question about the actual music and not doing their actual songs, we're doing original music. Going back to what I was saying earlier, there are some callbacks, little Easter eggs, if you will, in the dialogue for people that were fans of the music that they might recognize.
And in
so
the
we,
music. And
yes,
in the
we
music.
have
so
to.
it's not like just totally foreign music.
Definitely.
But of course, we can't just sing super freak on